You guys are standing in the cells where they are still banging and trying to break open and get the small retinue of town guards out from the cell. The speaker, with heavy bags under his eyes, is looking at you, and he is just stressed beyond belief. Like, the only chance he had of helping his town has just slipped through his fingers.
May I attempt to pick the lock?
The lock was broken off, so they're just trying to bash their way through.
Misunderstood. My apologies. I'm strong. Can I attempt to break the lock and realize the lock's already fucked, and then just try to like help them muscle their way into getting it open?
You can help them with that.
What do you want?
You'll just add to their strength rolls. You'll just give them, so they'll get through quicker with your help.
Great.
Does anyone want to say anything to the speaker, or are you just going to wait until he continues talking?
Who could have stolen the pot?
I'll tell you who. I was betrayed by a colleague that I trusted for a long time. She was close to me, but according to the guards, it was some Zenerim spies.
Sorry, is that a name or a organization?
Why don't you guys give me a knowledge history check? Those who have lived in Icewind Dale can have this at advantage.
13.
13.
Oh,
18.
for the love of God, what is going on?
Ooh, ennui.
Ennui with the double 18.
Yeah,
Ennui,
baby.
unfortunately, does not recognize the name because he is not from this thing. However, Lonzel and Bandira, you guys both know roughly a little bit about this. There are some spies that... one second.
Did you imagine if your last name was
bullshit
Spies?
you. They are a mercenary company that has recently just been growing in strength.
Are they from town? Or another place in 10 towns?
I've heard rumors that the bastard Nierth Maxilodinar, the speaker of Targos, he has connections through them. Some say he's one of them.
I've seen them stalking in the forest when I'm hunting sometimes. They always look like they're up to no good.
I need you guys to get the cauldron back.
It sounds like we're going to Targos then?
It might be worth checking for the traps. I think we should investigate the tracks outside of this building, where the snow continues.
Do you know around what time they stole it last night?
One of the guard, who, as you guys are slamming on the gate, he says they came in around 3 in the morning. So at most they've been on the road for 4 hours.
We can probably track that, yes.
The speaker gets excited as you say that and says, and if they run out of town, which they likely do, I can lend all of you guys some axe beaks from the stables to chase them.
That would be very helpful, yes.
And is there an additional reward for requiring the subject we've already given to you?
Sorry,
You don't-
whenever the people downstairs have a shower, the water runs right through the walls of this room. Did you say if there was an additional reward?
Yeah, is there an additional reward for finding this object that we've given to you and you've lost, essentially?
Nocta just is like, fuck.
The speaker kind of he recognizes you. He knows you're from East Haven. So he has a little bit less of that kind of like, pompousness with you. Or not pompousness, sorry, that like warmth with you. And he just says, if I don't get the cauldron, you don't get the money.
Yep, checks out.
Seems about right.
I'm gonna separate from the group and just go step outside and see if I can find tracks and a path.
Sure, why don't you give me a survival check, please?
I would love to. Just kidding.
Doesn't she
A
get
lot of foot
advantage?
traffic within this area of the right outside of town hall makes it hard for you to find tracks that lead from here. You could probably try again in a little bit.
That's fair.
But right now you feel like you have found nothing.
Would I be able to try?
Yeah, you could go. You could also go out and track.
2 rangers.
We're just doing survival.
Please.
Roll.
Oh,
Sick.
I get double my bonus because it's in the Arctic.
Yeah, baby.
I also should have got that. That's so funny. Anyways, doesn't matter.
technically, though, and I'm a stickler for the rules, you're in a city right now, and that's its own terrain.
It's true.
Yeah, technically.
All right.
However, with
okay,
the
then
20,
-2.
You still. I mean, I guess it's only a.
18.
It's only an
It's
18.
only an 18.
But still, with an 18, you're able to find what looks like a cart that comes from the side door that Blair was at and goes down and then out the main street of East Haven. Brown's Kettle, 3 months of the Golden Table. We appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Does anyone else want to do anything? Blair's just helping them hammer away.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna need those axe beaks, so I'll head to the stables and start prepping them.
They're already prepped at the stable for you. You can when you guys
that
go
makes
there,
sense. That makes sense. It's a
you realize you
stable.
need to go out. They are good to go.
Okay. Yeah. No. I guess I'll just awkwardly try to help with the door. I'll be like, I can. If you need me, I'm over here.
Nocta and Lonzel, is there anything you want to be doing during this time?
No, I'm good. I'm just waiting for people to finish up. Yeah.
What about you,
muted.
Nocta?
There's nothing I can really do to help.
Sure.
We're just watching.
After about like 10 more minutes of banging, the lock is able to come. The door comes free from the wall, and the 6 guards are out of the prison. Otherwise, the speaker just kind of keeps just wringing his hands in anxious thought, and he looks as if someone close to him has died.
I'll just reassure him. Just like, don't you worry. We got the pot once. We can get it twice.
He says, shouldn't you guys be on the road by now? Every second they're getting away faster and like further and further.
Yes.
Axe beaks are fast,
But
we'll go now. Good point. See you later.
All right.
And as we're leaving, I'm gonna just lean into like Alonzo and be like, axe beaks are fast, right?
Faster
They
than
are
we
fast.
Just lied and didn't even know these things were slow. Beast of burden.
We are
They're
here.
like those big oxes that just like take forever to move.
So for reference, for how fast axe beaks are,
Do we have an axe beak photo? We
Yeah,
got
I'll-
a drop
Yes,
for that, didn't we?
sure do.
I think I've already shared it with you guys.
Yeah. There it
think
is.
so.
Oh,
Everyone
they're
at
so
home.
cute.
Aw.
All of you guys are required to name your axe beak, as they are going to probably be yours if you guys complete this quest.
Oh my god. What color is my axe beak?
It looks just like this.
They all look exactly the same, eh?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going with Snowball.
Snowball.
Okay. Excuse me.
You're excused.
A chew.
I'm gonna name mine Beast.
Axe beak beast.
That tracks.
It was either gonna be Beast or Burden.
Okay. Getting around 10 towns. That's what I'm looking for.
I'll work on a name. It's my least. I'm not good at naming things.
Name it Marshall.
I'll name it Marsh.
I think mine's gonna be Tauntaun.
That's great.
So, to get from East Haven to Bryn Shander would take you guys 7.5 hours on foot. On Axebeak, you're looking at a cool 3:45-ish.
Oh, cool.
So, it doubles the speed in which you guys can get around in 10 towns. And most importantly, they do all the running.
Amazing.
They do need to rest after, like, a long time of travel, but otherwise they are a reliable way for you guys to get from A to B. In addition, they also can traverse, for example, this path, or this path, or this path. They can handle anything you throw at them. They also can handle themselves somewhat on mountains, but not the best. And they also can't fly, so don't try to take a sick jump off a mountain with one.
I just need to know like how much the DLC armor is for these things.
We'll talk about that.
More than all of us have together.
You guys reach Bryn Shander. You haven't been here for some time, and you actually, in fact, on the journey of this adventure, you never even stepped foot inside Bryn Shander. Would you guys like to just keep going around and on your way to Targos? Or do you guys want to stop for a quick smoke or something in Bryn Shander?
Let's put it to a player vote.
I vote we rest our axe beaks because I
Okay,
love
good.
them already.
I
So
vote
we've
we
been-
rest our axe beaks and go to the tavern for a new quest.
I,
It works.
I vote as a player that we go finish this current quest before we go to a tavern and get a new quest.
What's the total?
If you
Oh,
want
wait, we
to
gotta-
stop at a tavern, put the 1 in chat, please.
oh my god. 1 second. One
Which
sec.
chat?
How tired do our axe beats look?
Not at all tired.
Like,
it's only been 3
no,
days.
but I don't-
3 hours. They can last for like
No.
11 or 12 before they get sleepy.
I think majority is spoken.
Yeah, majority has spoken. You guys continue on to Targos.
You guys hate axe beaks.
Ennui, it was such a great idea to keep going without resting. I think that was our most impressive idea we've had all day.
Monzel, you're drunk and you didn't even visit the tavern.
I just always sound this way.
I'm always blowing above a 0.8.
Like Bryn Shander, it's been a long time since you guys been in Targos, but
Oh yeah.
if you remember, this was where you found the man whose partner was lost on the mountain outside Caer Konig, and you returned returned him alive and well, and I believe you received a wooden carving as a reward.
I think this is also where we actually met Blair.
I thought.
Yes.
Wait. I thought. Targos. No. Wasn't it one of the Caer Dineval or whatever places that we did that?
No,
that's
you
where
had
we
to go
did it.
through Caer Dineval. You got the quest in Targos.
yeah.
Oh, I thought that the husband was there too.
So the
One of the husbands
the
was.
missing husband was on the mountain, which was outside Caer Konig.
Yeah, but the one who asked us to do that, I thought that
Was
was
here.
in the care place.
No, that was in Targos. That was in
No,
Targos.
that was here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All 10 towns, they're all the same.
They do all
They're
seem
all
the same.
those.
They do seem that way.
Targos,
Yeah.
once again, is a walled community, pretty well off in terms of its services, and its comfort is okay. The friendliness is also okay. People won't really, wave at you in there, but they won't also spit at you like the people in Dugan's Hole do. What do you guys want to do? You're free to enter Targos without being stopped, because it's not a closed, gated area.
Sorry, what was the organization of spies called?
The Zentarim.
Sorry, that was 2 people?
Yeah, there's only 2 people in the cult.
Zentarim.
It's not how I just spelled
Zentarim.
that.
Zentarim spies.
That's
Thank
not how
you
I
very
felt
much.
either.
Isn't that a
Um,
multivitamin?
Do we? Yeah, it is.
Side effects may include.
Yes.
Stolen pots. Do we like know what they look like? No
Nope.
one knows the spies
Yeah,
look
look like
like. What
people.
a fucking stupid question.
We know.
You know, Ennui, that actually maybe is a question for the people who have seen what their feet look like in the impressions in the ground. Banner, Fagin, is the tracks continuing?
I'll let Banner look. I'll just look at Banner and let him look and figure that out. And I'll be like, well, we do know that perhaps we should go talk to the speaker.
Yeah, because he had connections to.
I imagine if anyone were going to steal it, it would be the person who runs the town that also probably needs to be fed continuously. Just saying. If I were going to be stealing something that creates a lot of food, it would be to feed a large populace of people. Just saying.
Fair.
Fair
Sure.
enough. Can I ask one question, though? If we're going to walk right in and ask questions, are you sure they're going to respond with the honest truth? If they've stolen it, why would they be so noble now?
That is fair question.
So what is our game plan when we talk with this speaker? How are we going to discern lie from truth?
I mean, all we know is that he has connections to this thief or whatever group, mercenary group.
Mercenary spies, yes.
Yeah. So what if we're not going in asking him about any pot or anything, just going in asking about the mercenary group and just basically like we wanna find where these guys are.
We want to hire them for a job, and we know he can give us the connection.
I don't think it is unreasonable to continue looking for tracks.
Perhaps, yes, Fagan is right. We should keep looking. They may have passed through. But also, maybe we should stop and see if they've tried to sell the pot. Perhaps their minds are on profits as well.
Fagin
fine.
is able to pick up the tracks again.
Oh, perfect.
Would you guys like to pursue them through the city? You can leave your axe beaks at the stable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Or could we bring them and charge into combat holding lances as we stab our enemies?
You could do that as well, yes.
I feel
Okay.
like we
But I
might
think you guys
lose the
don't have
axe
like
beak.
the cavalry thing, so you'll be at negative modifiers.
Awesome, even better.
Yeah.
Even better.
While tracking the sled tracks, you find that they lead right to town hall.
Great.
I'm tired of town halls.
Let's put it to a
Single
I
vote.
think we should
With the
go in. I
speaker.
think it's a bad idea.
I say we go in, but don't ask directly about the pot.
Is it perhaps wise to send in a sneaky person to see if we can scout out where the pot might be being held?
I mean, I think anybody going in there is going to be suspicious. It doesn't matter how sneaky they are.
Can I ask, like,
It's
what's
daytime.
Also, like, we don't know for sure that it's here, so like we should just go in, and then if we get the idea that it might be here, we come back later and break in.
what may I ask? What is like the vibe of of Targos? Like, is it?
Does it have bad vibes? 'Cause we
No,
gotta get the
Targos
fuck outta
feels really good.
Is it affluent?
Yeah, it's probably, from the times you've seen, it's the second best you've been inside and the third best you've seen for size and structure of the city. It's the third biggest city in 10 towns, most populous as well.
Great.
here. Second best I've been inside is what I aspire to be.
So for reference, Bryn Shander's the biggest, then East Haven, then Targos.
We never step foot in Bryn Shandir. Yeah, screw the biggest
That would
one.
be
We don't
so
need
funny.
One day.
I could put my fancy pants on and walk into town hall and start asking questions.
Yes, perhaps, and I could accompany you with my fancy pants.
I don't have fancy
I have
pants. I was
pretty
going to
fancy
borrow
pants.
your coat.
Oh, by all means, my lady.
I'm fine with you asking the questions, both of you, but we're going to be clear on what questions you're going to be asking.
Well, I was going to survey the group. I don't know. What do you guys want me to ask? I'm a good liar, but I don't want to come up with anything.
I do not want them to know we're looking for the pot. I want them to think
Yes.
we're trying to hire these mercenaries for a different job. We want someone dead, or we need a caravan sacked. Something a little off the beaten path, so they don't get
the ravens are back.
suspicious.
If we're not careful, then perhaps we will end up finding the mercenaries, but not the pot. Just saying.
I'm fine with that too, personally.
That is not in my interest realm at the moment.
We know where they left the pot, though. We killed them except for one, and I have the way of extracting truth, remember.
Did we? Did? What if we name the leader of the Zentarum?
Oh, you mean Neoleth Nenorgadadorga?
What if you start asking for her like you have some authority? Or him? What is that name?
Oh god. The
Well, that would probably be a good thing to know before we start asking for them.
Bird? You guys hear this bird, right?
I believe that bird is from a place called Ravenloft.
Oh.
Good tracking. Yeah, what if we start asking them by name? Would that give us any clout, or would that hinder our search?
I could pretend to be some royal who wants somebody hacked.
Pretend
Go
to
in
be
there.
some royal? You are a royal.
Yes, but I don't want anybody's head cut off.
Lying about half of it, I guess. I mean, the other thing is we could just go in. Have we dealt with this guy before? This town before? We completed this one, didn't we?
You completed the town, but you spoke with no one in town hall. This was a civilian quest.
I have found, when telling lies, it's better to say a half-truth than an outright falsity. If you're going to hire someone to be killed, may I suggest the mine master that escaped our grasp? That way we're not lying. If we could get him dead, we would appreciate the help.
I like
Be a
that.
harder
Yeah.
lie to see through.
I'm gonna go over to Anwi and be like, I need your coat, please.
I'll give her my fancy clothes.
I'm going to put on his like fancy coat because Blair doesn't have one and she looks like a crazy person.
Wouldn't it have been sick as fuck if like if Caitlin had grabbed a jacket from off screen and it was
Okay, and just in case you get in trouble, just break the nearest window. We'll just watch the outside of the building.
Oh, I like Ennui still like his clothes in general are like to be polite a cut above the commoner. At this point, probably kind of dirtied and worn, but would it be too much if I go in with Blair as like her retinue, her advisor, something like that?
At this suggestion, I'll just lean over to Blair and be like, just be careful. don't let my favorite little sweet thing get injured, and I'll just like nod towards Ennui.
Oh, now you're his favorite little sweet thing.
I can't wait for the episode where they have a threesome. I'm really.
Me too, man. I'm gunning for it.
There might be fanfic about it after.
Please roll for performance.
Yeah,
Oh, we've been there.
We've been there.
and it still haunts me. I hate it. So, Blair and Ennui are going inside.
Yes, but I fully intend to keep my mouth shut 100% of the time.
Let's rock. You guys step into town hall. It's a little... Here, let me show it to you on the map, because you guys actually don't know where that is yet.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh. Right there.
Oh.
Yeah, right there.
Fancy.
As you guys step inside, this town hall is better kept than the East Haven one. Not that the East Haven one was sloppy, but it seems that things are pretty... For the presentation in Targos is very important, especially being so close to Bryn Shander. The heraldry of Targos hangs in banners. It is a black ship facing to the right on a sea of blue. And there are a few pages stepping around. And as you enter, one of them turns and waits for your approach.
I'll walk up to him.
How may I help you? Welcome to Targos.
What was the name of the town we were just at? It was
East Haven.
East Haven.
East Haven. Thank you. I'm just gonna like fluff myself up a little bit and put on my years of pretending that I know how to be a royal. And be like, hello, I've come from East Haven and we've got a little bit of a problem. We believe that we've had a run-in with some Dwergar, and we are looking for assistance. And I heard that there is a certain unsavory group of people that we would like to hire to deal with our problems.
Sure, why don't you give me a deception at advantage with a +2 from Ennui. Because he's there helping by not talking. That looks pretty good for a 28.
Whoops.
That's my best roll, baby!
The page pauses for a second and says, "What kind of assistance? Was the militia in East Haven not enough?"
The militia has had problems. A band of... I don't want to say mercenaries. A band of bubbling idiots that we sent towards them has also had problems. I want to hire someone that may get the job done a little bit more stealthily, and I'm looking for some mercenaries. I've heard whispers on the wind of a group called the... and I'm gonna like hush my voice down. I'm gonna be like, the Zentarim? I've heard perhaps they came through town. Would you know where they are?
The page looks down at the floor for a few moments and then says, "Follow me." And he takes you up a few steps down a hallway and opens up a door where it steps into a room lit by candles and a fireplace in the corner. Sitting in a chair is a heavily armored tiefling with red horns that wrap up from his forehead around his skull. And he just has his hands kind of like just posed like this, where the page then directs you to a man in fur clothes with slicked back hair and a beard on just that runs across his chin. His eyebrows are furrowed as you guys step in. And the page just motions for you to walk in, and then as you guys do, he closes the door behind you. we're going to take a break for YouTube.